Hello there, Springfield. This is Dr. Dean Cuebas here, coming to you from Springfield, Missouri. I'm here to update you quickly on what's going on with coronavirus, cumulative cases of coronavirus in Greene County. Okay, well, here we go. Here's a chart that I showed the City Council of Springfield, Missouri last Monday. This is the chart showing a prediction of cumulative cases that would have been predicted about 2 weeks previously, but then I showed a red line here showing what the most recent cases numbers at the time were behaving like. Again, we got red circles here producing the red line, green circles here using data points right here. Blue is the actual data points, by the way, giving the green line. No question about it that we were looking at something pretty bad here. So this is the model that I showed. This is what I showed Springfield City Council last week, and let's just see how the actual numbers did. What we can do is take a look and zoom in on this area right here, and so let's do that. We go just like this and take a look down here, and we see again the red was last week's prediction a week ago. The blue dots right here is what actually happened in the past 7 days. So this is what happened yesterday right here. So what's the story? The story is that the cases, like I told them at the Springfield City Council meeting, I said my projection was a minimum of what would happen, and in fact my prediction was pretty darn close, and in fact the cases did rise a little bit faster than I in fact predicted. So my predictions were pretty darn close. Things are rising, and in fact blue dots are exactly what happened. So let's see what the latest prediction says. Keep this number in mind. This value right here, this M2 value for the red prediction here, which was last week's prediction, was right about 1. That means exponential growth. Well, let's take a look at the latest predictions, including these blue dots. So in other words, if I include these blue dots now, shift everything forward, and we get a new set of predictions. So now we have the red circles are 3 weeks worth of data that we use to project the red line here to see what's gonna happen at a minimum. So in 30 days from now, 2,500 cases, 2,500 total cases should have accumulated. Again, that's if nothing changes. That's if nothing changes with regard to people's behavior or if the masks don't have any effect, which they should ultimately, but don't expect it to happen right away. Again, the cases, what we saw last week right here, were still going up. Right here, again, they're still going up. Well, the enforcement of the mandate didn't go into effect until last Thursday. So the latest prediction here says again 2,500 cases by 4 weeks from now, by a month from now. Again, let's zoom in right here. Take a look at what the story actually. Sorry, let me just do that again. We can zoom in right here and take a look. Okay, so this is the prediction. Again, this is how the data fits the predictions, and the data fits the model, I should say, not the predictions. The predictions are the red line going ahead up here. We're heading up. The model is following the data very nicely. This here, the green again, is 2 weeks ago. So 2 weeks ago's forecast said the green should have happened. Notice where the divergence took place. Notice right here is where the red started to deviate from what you would have predicted 2 weeks prior. Geez, I wonder what happened on that date. Well, let's see. If we put our dot right here, we can put my pointer right here where the deviation is, and it looks like 167. The x point is 167. We go right back to the spreadsheet here on day 167. Oh, that was 2 days after July 4th. Isn't that amazing? So 2 days after July 4th, things all of a sudden start deviating from what was happening previously. Could be, again, I'm not saying that's actually, again, the data is telling us something here, people. So what's the story? The story is, let's hope that things start to change, okay? Because things have gotten worse in the past week. Since the mandate has gone into effect, let's hope things get better. Again, the last M2 number we saw for the previous week was 0.9 something, 0.99. Now it's up to 1.06. We have to see, if this number keeps going up, that's bad. In fact, what we're looking for is for this number to even stabilize. If it stabilizes, then at least it's following my predictions and not even getting worse than my predictions. What we really want to see is that the blue data points go to the right side of my predictions. In other words, that my predictions are higher than what actually happens. Then we know that something's taking effect, and we know for sure that things are changing. I have to tell you, people, don't forget, viruses do not care about math. They just simply follow the math, and basically they're going to do whatever people around them do. So it's our behavior which will completely determine what happens here, and according to our behavior, we're in actually super exponential growth right now. So let's keep those masks on. Let's hope it changes and that things turn around pretty soon. Let's please keep those masks on. This is no joke. Okay, this is Dr. Dean Cuebas signing off. We'll talk to you next week and see how things progressed. Have a great day. God bless you all. Again, have a good one.